Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Tutor right here, and after a few months, ngayon na naman tayo makakagawa ng video kasi kailangan. So kung bago ka sa channel na to, paki-subscribe naman, paki-follow o paki-share ng video na ito kasi ito ay educational video. And this is all about the Microsoft Office Excel. So eto ngayon guys, yung i-discuss natin, it's about Microsoft Office Excel at ang lesson natin sa araw na ito ay may following objectives. So, ito yung mga objectives natin. Identify the parts of Microsoft Excel window. Kailangan natin i-identify niyan para we will be on the same page na hindi natin kailangan i-describe everything because we don't know the name or the part of that specific window. Kagaya ng, say for example, kung pupunta ka ng hardware at meron kang bibilhin na, syempre hardware, tulad ng doorknob, pero hindi mo alam kung anong pangalan ng doorknob, gagawa ka ng maraming words and descriptions kung ano talaga ang gusto mong bilhin instead of just saying doorknob. Okay? So, kapareho lang yan ng window natin mamaya na ating i-describe upang malaman natin kung anong kanyang name so that we'll be on the same page. We will avoid using excessive use of adjectives or words para na magkakaintindihan tayo. So, yung ikalawang objective natin is to determine the purpose of using spreadsheet. Ano ba talaga yung spreadsheet at para saan siya ginagawa or ginagamit? So, meron na kasi tayong mga productivity tools. Yung kulang lang, kung minsan, ano ba yan, nabubulol ako? Hindi kasi ako native Tagalog speaker, guys. Pero, sige, mapagpapasensyahan lang. So, determine the use or the purpose of using the spreadsheet because we already have these productivity tools, but the problem is most of the time we don't know how to use these productivity tools. So ito ay isang opportunity kung saan or kung kailan magkakaroon ka ng kaalaman kung para sa ano o saan ba ginagamit tong Microsoft Office Excel na ito. Sunod is perform the steps in launching Microsoft Excel. Paano siya i-open, i-launch, or paano i-start yung program para makapagtrabaho or gawa na tayo ng ating mga gawain or activities using this tool or this software. So, next is perform basic tasks in Excel. Ano ba yung mga karaniwang ginagawa natin or mga gawain para magamit natin yung software? So, yung mga steps na ituturo natin later. At napaka-simple, napaka-easy lang. Easy peasy. Okay? And the other objective that we have for today or for this video is to manipulate and apply basic Excel formulas and functions. Gagawin natin yan as simple as it could be. So, let's continue. So, kung meron kayong mga katanungan o gustong malaman about Microsoft Office Excel, huwag kayong mag-atubiling mag-comment sa ating comment sections, or kung meron kayong internet connection, you can do it by yourself. I know you can do it. You can do it as I can also because meron naman tayong internet connections and we have the World Wide Web. So what is actually a Microsoft Office Excel or what is Excel? So Excel is an incredibly powerful tool for getting meaning out of vast amounts of data. So every day we are bombarded by data kaya kailangan nating i-analyze yung mga data na yun upang magkaroon sila ng meaning at meron tayong interpretation at meron tayong magagawa in case we are analyzing a certain phenomenon. So, katulad ng mga absences ng mga students natin, no, pwede nating ma-record yan kasi measurable yan with data. So, Excel can do the task for you. So, babasahin ko muna yung aking notes dito. So, aside from being a powerful, incredible tool in analyzing or getting meaning out of data, so Excel also works really well for simple calculations and tracking almost any kind of information. So, kayang-kaya ng Excel yan. So, the key for unlocking all the potential is the grid of cells. And cells can contain numbers, text, or formulas. So, pag sinabi nating cells, guys, ito yung mga cells na sinasabi natin. Okay? So, yung mga cells niyan, ito yung mga boxes na to. Okay. Ito yung point kung saan nagmi-meet yung column natin at saka yung row natin. So, ito yung cell. And it can hold vast amounts of data. So, yan. So, ang ginagawa natin is kinikiin natin yung information natin sa Excel and it allows us to add up our data, sort, filter it, put in tables, and build great looking charts. Let's go through the basic steps to get you started. So yun, gagawin natin yan mamaya. But before that, yung unang objective natin is actually to identify the parts of Microsoft Excel window. So ito yung window natin guys. So makikita natin dyan, meron tayong quick access toolbar. At ito yung window natin. So, yung ibang mga parts dyan ay hindi na na-label kasi kapag iisa-isahin natin yan, siguradong magkakasiksikan dyan at it will become very difficult to understand. So, let's make it simple as possible. So, I have here the name box, formula bar, ribbon, so active cell, as we have identified earlier what an active cell is. We have the column number. Actually, it's a column letter. Sa paglagay lang ng label niyan because that is the column header. So, column headers are labeled with letters, while row headers are labeled with numbers. And we have here worksheet tab. So, to explore further with this window, eto, punta tayo sa actual window ng Microsoft Excel, guys. So, sige. So, i-zoom muna natin. So, dahil sino-zoom natin yan, dito tayo gumagawa or gumagamit ng ating zoom slider. So, kung makikita ninyo, dito tayo ngayon sa isang active Microsoft Excel window at makikita natin ito yung mga sinasabi nating column headers, A, B, C, D, and yung pinaka rightmost column natin dito ay ito, yung XFD. So, napakarami nito guys. Okay, so para makapunta rito, just press and hold Control button on your Microsoft or on your keyboard and the right arrow key. And to get back to the very first column, just do the opposite arrow. Just press Control and press the left arrow key. Okay, so yan. So column A, column B, so on and so forth. The same with row. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. And yung individual boxes na yan ay tinatawag nating cell. So, yung pinaka dulo ng ating row ay makikita natin, syempre, kanina, kung column ay prines natin yung control, tsaka yung right arrow. Kung pupunta naman tayo sa pinaka baba na row, is to press control and, yeah, you're right, tama ka. May tama ka. So, the down arrow key. So, makikita natin dito, yung pinaka last na row niya is 1,048,576. So imagine guys, kung iisa-isahin nyo yan, no, siguro aabot kayo ng napakaraming minutes. Just press Control and up arrow key and you will be on the very beginning of this Microsoft Office Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so yun. So ito nga yung window, mayroon tayong title bar dito, and also ito yung tinatawag nating menu tabs. Okay? Menu tabs kagaya rin ng ibang ating application just like Microsoft Word before. So, meron din siyang mga menu tabs. And sa bawat tabs na ito, makikita natin yung kanyang mga tools dito sa tinatawag nating ribbon. So, ito yung ribbon guys. Kung i-collapse natin, yan, mananatili yung tabs dyan. So, para ibalik natin, just click any of the tabs and then press this push pin icon to pin the ribbon. Yan. So, ito yung mga tools natin. Makikita natin dito. And for ease of access and for ease of identification of the parts of the Microsoft Office Excel window, pwede rin nating i-hover yung ating mouse pointer. Kagaya nito. Say for example, i-highlight natin sa icon ng scissors. So, pag hover natin dyan, pag sinabi natin hover, po-point lang natin yung mouse na hindi natin kiniklik yung ating mouse button. Kumbaga, align or just place the mouse pointer on the tool and automatically we can see the name of such tool. Just like this one. Copy. Put a copy in the selection, blah, blah, blah. Everything and everything. So, this is our correct formula bar. Ano naman tawag dito? Name box. Very good. So, yun yung ating mga parts of Microsoft Office Excel window na makikita natin dito. So, pwede nating i-explore yung mga parts dito guys. yung kanyang mga tools at kung paano siya gagamitin sa ating data. Okay? So, yun yon. And at this point is punta naman tayo sa next part ng ating slideshow, which is how to launch Microsoft Office Excel. So, Microsoft Excel can be launched in multiple ways, like from the start menu, from the shortcut icon, or from the search box. So meaning to say that it could be launched or it could be started in many different ways. So on different versions ng ating operating system sa ating computer, say for example Microsoft Office, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 or Windows 7. So nakadepende yan, basta hanapin mo lang yung start menu. So itatype mo lang yung pangalan ng Microsoft Excel and you will have some options there. And yung options na yon, i-click mo lang and then it will open into this Microsoft Office Excel window. So ito siya guys, yung Microsoft Office Excel window natin at pwede na tayo makapagsimula sa ating gagawin once open na yung ating Microsoft Office Excel window. So just take note guys na ang Microsoft Office Excel ay isang software at hindi siya bahagi ng operating system software ng ating computer. So maaaring naka-install na siya dyan o hindi pa. So kung hindi pa siya na-install, syempre naman yung gagawin mo install mo. Hanap ka ng source ng program. Pwede ka mag-search dun sa internet kung anong version ng gusto mo ng Microsoft Office Excel. But for the students, especially in public schools and also the teachers in public schools, napakaswerte nyo. Bakit? Meron kayong libreng Microsoft 365 accounts na ibinigay ni DepEd, Department of Education, all throughout the Philippines. Kung hindi nyo alam ang inyong username and password for your Microsoft 365 accounts, kindly coordinate with your school's ICT coordinators. But for those who are not students from public schools, pwede naman kayong bumili ng license sa Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Productivity Tools just like Microsoft 365. Or kung gusto ninyo ng libre, meron namang libre. Hanap lang kayo sa internet. Okay? So, sige. Proceed na tayo. So, we have here now the basic tasks in Microsoft Excel. So, gagawin natin is on how to create a new workbook, enter your data, apply cell borders, apply cell shading, use AutoSum to add your data, create a simple formula, apply a number format, put your data in a table, filter your data, and then save your work. Kasi sayang naman yung pinaghirapan mong work kung hindi mo man lang ma-save. Kasi yung purpose niyan is for data collection and for report generating or generating the reports based on the data that we have collected using Microsoft Excel. So here we go guys. So on how to create a new workbook. So punta tayo ngayon sa ating Microsoft Office Excel. Okay? So on how to create a new workbook, ito yung process. So kung makikita nyo guys, sa pag-open nyo ng Microsoft Excel, no, meron tayong window dito at sa title bar makikita natin na yung pangalan niya is default file name is book 1 kasi ito ay tinatawag nating workbook. No, workbook at ito ay gawa sa Excel. At makikita natin dito sa baba na meron tayong sheet 1. Sheet 1. Hindi yung sheet ha. Sheet. That's long E. Sheet 1 kasi each part nito ay tinatawag nating worksheet. So, pag sinabi nating workbook, parang isang buong aklat at sa bawat page niyan, no, masasabi nating worksheet siya. Kung gusto mong dagdagan yung worksheet, no, makikita natin yung plus icon dito and pag hover natin, may lumabas na new sheet. So, ibig sabihin, pag gagawa ka ng maraming sheet dito, no, so as many as you can. So, sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hanggang sa kung ilan yung gusto mo. But take note that the more sheets you add to your workbook, the more data it holds. So, pag maraming data, maraming digital space, storage space ang kanyang nagagamit. And yung sheets natin ay pwede nating i-rename. Okay? So, ito na siya. So, this is a new workbook. So take note guys, habang hindi nyo pa na-save yung file, is temporarily nakasave lang siya sa ating random access memory. And some parts of it are already automatically saved sa ating hard drive but not the complete data. So take note that it is very important to take time to save your document or to save your work. So sa ngayon guys is lalagyan na natin yung data ang ating Microsoft Excel. So say for example, sabihin natin dito is a number, sunod ay name, tsaka sunod ay age. So mga data ito. So sabihin natin meron tayong 5 values dito or items or groups of data kumbaga. So sabihin natin name. So yan natin si Leo, si Nel, Tio, Turco, ako. Yung age natin, sabihin natin is 15, 17, 18, 16, 16. So, itong mga bagay nito guys na ating in-encode ay mga data yan. Okay? So, susunod is to apply cell borders. Kung paano lalagyan ng mga borders. Yung borders ay yung mga lines. Kasi kung walang borders yan guys, yung makikita natin pag uncheck natin yung grid lines, ganito siya, ang kanyang itsura. Okay, so yung grid lines are by default temporary, hindi yan makikita pag na-print. So para meron tayong mga borders is, what to do is to highlight these parts, go to Home tab, and select for this icon under the font group. So ito yung icon niya. So borders. So click the drop down and select all borders kasi nga lahat sila lalagyan natin ng borders. Now, so yan. So meron tayong iba't ibang types ng borders dito. Depende sa kung paano natin siya gagamitin. So ito yung thick outside borders, syempre magiging thick or mas makapal yung outside borders niya. Okay? So yan sa paglagay ng border. Cell shading. So ito siya, cell shading or fill color. So yan. Now say for example ganyan. Okay? So hanap tayo ng ating mga kulay na gusto natin. Okay, so sabihin natin ito. So siyempre kung ano yung na-select mo, yun lang yung kanyang i-format. Okay, so tulad niyan, lagyan natin ng blue. Ito, lagyan natin na kung anong color na nababagay sa taste natin. Now, ay gagawa tayo ng, or gagamit tayo ng formula para i-add up natin yung age. Okay, age. So, pwede natin i-add up yan, auto-sum. Or sabihin natin, lalagay tayo ng isang column dito kasi hindi naman pwedeng i-add yung age natin dito kasi parang walang sense yung pag-add ng age. Sabihin natin is meron tayong prutas, no? Fruits picked. So, sabihin natin kay Leo ay merong 5, sa kanya 7, kambing 2, 8, at sabihin natin 20. So, lagyan natin ng borders, no, highlight, and all borders. So, gamitin natin yung auto-sum. Sabihin natin, lagyan natin dito yung total. Okay. So, auto-sum is, yung gagawin is i-highlight lang kung ilang prutas ang kanilang napitas. And ito yung auto-sum guys. Just click this one automatically. Yan. Merong 52 or 52 fruits ang kanilang naipick or kanilang naipitas. So, now, create a simple formula. Okay, simple formula. Kung inyo makikita guys yan, isa na siyang formula kasi na-sum up siya. Okay? So, sabihin natin is gagawa tayo ng formula. Gagawin natin is lagyan natin ng average, no? Kung ilan ang average na fruits ng kanilang pinitas. So, gagawin is select lang kung saan yung cell natin gusto ilagay yung result. Para sa ating formula example, meron tayong dito equal sign. And dahil average yan, i-type natin ang function na average. Ito siya. And then, meron siyang open parenthesis. So, take note sa paglagay ng formula or ng function, panatilihing nagsa-start siya sa equal sign. So, pwede natin i-highlight ito, yung mga parts na gagawin natin or gagamitin natin para kumuha ng average. So, i-close lang natin sa parenthesis at press yung enter. So, meron ditong 10, no? 10.4. So, hindi naman pwedeng merong half na fruit. So, kung i-round off natin, merong 10 prutas bawat isa. So, yan. So, basic formula. So, apply a number format. So, ito yung number format kanina. Ito siya. No? So, kung dadagdag tayo dito ng ating price, say for example, unit price ng fruits natin. And then, gagawin natin dito ang total. Okay? So, unit price ng fruit natin, say for example, is 15 pesos each. So, lagyan natin ng 15 dyan. Now, idadrag lang kung gusto mong i-copy yung contents ng cell na ito. And then, meron tayong total dito. So, again, part sila, lagyan natin ng border para maging uniform siya. Gagawin natin is, eto, all borders. Then, meron tayong total. So, change number format. So, meron tayo dito 15. So, pwede natin i-highlight lahat kasi nga, number format, gawin natin currency. Ito, 15 pesos. Yan. Okay? And yung total dito is, gagawa tayo ng simple formula, equals, type natin ilang fruits, okay, asterisk, or for the multiplication, and i-type natin yung, or i-click natin yung price, and press enter. So, we have 75 pesos, and i-drag lang natin pababa para makopy yung formula dito. And, meron tayong total. So, ang gagawin natin, pwede rin lang natin i-drag ito kasi pag dinrag natin yan, kinakopy natin. Make sure that we are on the position on the lowermost right corner para ganito yung itsura ng ating mouse pointer. So, drag lang natin patungong kanan. So, the same dito. Yung average, hindi na natin kailangan kasi 15 pesos naman bawat isa. But for the purpose of copying these formulas and cells, didrag natin. So, highlight natin. Change natin yung number format into currency. So, pesos. Yan. And then, ito yung ating ginawang data is i-convert natin sa table. So, gagawin lang natin is i-highlight natin yung data na ito. No? And then, we will proceed to insert and then we will use table. So, yan. Sinasabi dyan, where is the data for your table? Kasi nga, pwede mong i-change kung saan yung data. So, yung gagawin natin, i-highlight natin hanggang dito lang. Okay, and my table has headers kasi nga, may headers na yan, number, name, age, fruit, fix, total. Click OK. Pag-click natin yung OK, na-notice ninyo umiba or nag-iba yung itsura ng ating spreadsheet dito. Yung sa area na may mga data. At makikita natin meron ditong mga sabihin natin mga drop down or sort option. Kasi ang magagawa nito kapag nasa table siya is pag na-click mo, pwede kang gumamit ng filter. So sabihin natin, gawin natin ang alphabetical order. So A to Z, so ako, Leonel, Tio, Turco. And dito, from highest to lowest or largest to smallest, pwede natin magagawa yan, yung sort and the filter. Okay, dito. Yun yung advantage niya. Yan. Yan yung pinakaiba ng ating table. At it will be easier to manipulate your data with the use of table. And now, if we filter natin, sabihin natin ang nakuha lang ni Leo. So, pag-click natin ng OK, kanyang data lang yung lalabas. So, pwede nating i-delete ito kapag hindi natin kailangan kasi magfo-focus tayo sa table. Okay, so pag-click natin lahat, so obviously lahat yan lalabas. Pag natapos na, syempre is isi-save natin yung ating work. So, i-save natin. So, same procedure, just browse, say for example, sa documents, pangalanan natin ng fruits pick by the troops. Yun, troops, tropa sila eh. Yun. And pagkatapos niyan, makikita nyo nag-change na yung title bar into the file name na ginamit mo. So yun lang guys, yung ating lesson for today about basic Microsoft Excel use. Okay? So that's all for today. It's tutorial right here. Kung may mga comments kayo, please feel free to write it down on the video. Okay? So maraming salamat for spending your time watching this tutorial.